Hi, everybody. I am so excited to be here on this Friday Night Live, particularly because it's been kind of a hard week, and today is the first day that I felt better, and I'm like, yes, just in time for Friday Night Live. And so it's really great to see all of you on here. Thank you so much. I see that I have 12 on here. Did I? I think I jumped onto the right place. Or it says I only have two on here, and I know that's not right because oh, now it jumped up. I was like, that can't be right because there's been 13 of you that have given me heads up. A thumbs up already. So thank you so much for that. Can you all hear me okay? I just adjusted the volume, and so I hope that works. And I want to, as always, I want to jump on here and say thank you to the early birds and thank you to my wonderful mods. Please remember that Lori Smith is one of my mods, and she has Lori Smith. Oops, I got a little dog over here wanting to come up. Come over here, Bandit. You have to come up this way, buddy. He wants me to always pick him up from the floor, and of course I can't reach him from there. Come here. Come on. Oh, goodness. He hasn't been feeling good either. And he always, every single time I start this live chat, he's always like, Mom, who are you talking? I wish y'all could see his face. If I can turn him. Y'all look at his face. He's like, Mom, who are you talking to? He just cracks me up. But anyway, I see a bunch of you on here I want to say hi to. But I wanted to just remind you that Lori is one of my mods in lorismith.art. And Robert, of course, robertwitham.com. And then I see, oh, Noreen is on here. Thank you, Noreen. And Gina is on here. Gina and Jeff just bought a new home, and so congratulations to them. And Lori, I need an update from you pretty soon. You and I, we keep saying we're going to talk, and we just never have. And I know that we will. So let me see who all is on here and say hi before we keep going. Burning Up the Roads, Brenda Whitlock. I'm not able to read all the comments and keep going. My cousins, Cindy and Mike, and I'll be seeing them soon. I'm excited about that. Vesta Moon says that she sold her step van, and that's kind of like getting rid of family. And so, I understand, Vesta Moon, and I'm so sorry that you did that and are feeling so sad, but I completely get it. And our best wishes are with you. And Mike and Cindy both are on here. Cindy's my cousin. Mike, the general. Mike is her husband, and I love them both so much. Judy Abernathy's on here. Um, uh, and Kathy DeCreek says, "Welcome to my live," and then she's just joking. Of course, I love that. And Isabel is here, and people tell me, don't do that. Don't go through all the names and say hi. But I tell you what, if somebody comes and knocks on your door and they come into your house and they come to spend time with you and you don't greet them, shame on you. So yeah, I'm going to greet them. So, Pamela Bell says, everybody go back and like, and that's true. I've got 71 of you on here, so please go back and like. And I'm going to share with you in a little while something really, 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 really bad mistake I made. So, Joni's RV, and I think I'm getting caught up by now. Oh, Raised with Wolves. It's always so good to see my KOKO fam on here. Thank you so much. And Kathy Decree. Oh, good. Beach Bum Bosses let me know that it sounds good. I appreciate that. And if I've missed anybody, Wondering Gypsy Vanner is on here. Pat in the Hat, hello, my darling. Lynn Crins, I get to see you in a couple of days, and I'm so excited. The Dan Van is taking me to see Lynn, and and we'll be safe, everybody. No worries about that. Susan says hi from Albuquerque, and she let me know that we had just missed each other, and she's there in Albuquerque where Robert and I just left. And David Merling says he's here and has already given a thumbs up. So thank you, everybody. Oh, my goodness, Patricia. It is so good to just hear from you, my darling. She is my friend that used to, or a viewer friend that used to live. Thank you so much for that super chat. She used to live in Las Vegas, and Robert and I went there to see her when she was sick and having a hard time one time. And we've just stayed in touch. And so, Patricia, thank you so much. And we need to catch up, and I need to see how you're doing. Lost Soul Travels is on here. Hello, my friends. He's saying hi to Robert. Hi, Gio and Allie. And I love what y'all are doing with your home in Quartzsite. That is awesomeness. And I really needed this tonight, and you guys will see why as I tell you more and share more with you as we go through the live chat. But thank you so much for being on here. Daryl Drax just joined us too. Oh, and another one from Albuquerque, Dorothy Wells. And when this COVID cray cray, you know, COVID cray cray crap stops. I don't know how else to say it. We will do mini meetups again, and I'm sorry that I'm going through these towns and not able to see everybody. It makes me really sad. And that's what I like to do is if I'm going to be in a town, I like to be able to say, hey everybody, I'm going to be here and meet up for a few days or for an afternoon if we can. And Leslie Hughes is here. Ramblin' Rome is here. Hello, my darling. I hope to get to see you in a little while. And Kim is from Oklahoma. Joan J is on here, and I was just texting with Joan just before the live chat. And I miss you, Joan. I was sad to not get to see you this summer. So it's a homecoming evening, and I really, again, you guys, I really needed it. So thank you. And I'm not quite sure what Bandit's doing. Let's see if he'll sit here. Will you sit there? No, you don't want to sit there either. I don't know how to help you, buddy, but I have a live chat I have to do. You have to get settled. I have some people that write me in and they're like, put the damn dog down, and he's not been feeling well, and so y'all are gonna have to be patient with him this evening because and plus I have been episodic, and he has been taking good care of me, and so when I started talking, he got up here to see what's going on. So let me see what is next. Oh, this is some wonderful news. So the KOKO Fam patrons, I have three new, oops, I don't have that right. I have three new patrons, and thank you guys so much. Donna Wood, Bertrelle Phillips, which you guys have met on my channel, and Derrie Saunders, all from this week. And so thank you guys. And I noticed that Bandit unraveled my scarf, but y'all don't care. Y'all are here for us to be a KOKO Fam together on Friday night. Anyway, thank you. And if you're interested in becoming a KOKO Fam patron and getting the inside scoop on everything ahead of time, and I don't just put videos up on there. It's more information, and anyway, you can do it all for $1 a month. I would do it on a free forum, but I need one place where I can just put everything that I need to put in all, and they do polls and all kinds of stuff on there. And so $1 a month, that's as cheap as I can make it. So I'm sorry, I can't make it for free. But anyway, thank you to my KOKO Fam and my new patrons. And speaking of KOKO Fam patrons, burning up the roads, happy you are here tonight. I'm happy you're here tonight. Too. Thank you so much. That's Lucretia and her husband. And Pamela Bell's getting after the person that told me I need to put my damn dog down. I agree. He's right here in my lap. He's just when he gets down low and lays down, y'all can't see him. And I'm sure he does it aggravates some people, but I'm sorry. He's part of my family. He's part of my life, and he's always right here. And as y'all can see, my door. How am I doing this? Back here, my my door is closed, but that's a big window that's in the door, and it's completely dark here, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to being in the desert, and at 5 o'clock on Pacific time, it hadn't been dark yet, and so this is just really weird. And so if it looks too dark, I'm sorry. I have as much light on as I possibly can, and y'all just bear with me on that. And right on time, Patricia Funk. That's so kind of you. She says I look pretty tonight. Thank you. It is the first time that I've had makeup on in forever because I've been having a very hard time. And oh, and Joan J, I also want to say, oh, I hit Pamela's. I hit the wrong. That's what I was telling y'all. Pamela was saying earlier. But Joan J, I also wanted to say happy belated birthday to you. She just had a birthday this week, you guys. And Patricia Funk says, how's your RV doing? I'm glad you have ice cubes. It is doing so great. I am so proud of this rig and the mechanics that finally got her running right. And she's just a beast like I knew she would be. And Ramblin' Rome says, will I see you as soon as next weekend? She is talking about the Lollapalooza in Texas. And if you want to know about that, go to Lost on Land again, her YouTube channel. Our friend Lola is having a distancing, socially safe, mask wearing, pool noodle hitting, if you get too close, meetup at Cedar Hill State Park from the 22nd to the 25th. And because my health has been bad, I'm not sure how much I'll be able to participate, but I do look forward to seeing all of my Nomad friends that I can, even if I have to wave from the road while I wear my mask, because I can't, I'm going to be seeing people and I can't take a chance on spreading anything or getting anything. So, oh, Christine H is watching. She's watching on TV. Hi, Christine. And I really appreciate that because I know it takes extra effort to leave a comment when you're watching on TV. So thank you so much for that. Okay, you guys, this is a shameless plug, but you know, you can't run a department store or a gas station even if you don't put a plug out every now and then. So I just want to remind you that I have a Teespring store. I'm going to be putting some fall merchandise up soon. I hope to put some Halloween merchandise up. I think it would be hilarious to have this little guy in a Halloween costume and do a Halloween shirt, but I'm not sure I'll get around to it. I'm sure going to try because I know a lot of people y'all are requesting that, and thank you. And also a huge thank you to Blanch Taylor. Y'all look, she ordered for the fall and winter. She ordered a purple squirrel hoodie and the squirrel logo and sent me this picture, and it just makes me smile so much. Thank you so much, Blanche. That's awesomeness right there. Um, and let's see. I'm trying to read. Oh, Maitilda McIntyre has joined us. Good to see you on here. And there is my beautiful niece, Elizabeth. She is going to come see me tomorrow and bring her mother, my sister, and her husband. And I don't know if Alicia is going to join them or not, but my great niece will be 13 coming up soon. And so I get to see them tomorrow, and I'm very excited about that. And Gina Beans, one of my wonderful mods, says cute, the squirrel LOL. And I know that is Blanche looked so cute in that purple. I was so proud of her for sending that to me. And I just want to say, if you get any of my merchandise or any of my books, please be sure and email me. And I meant to have my oh, here it is. Email me at deborahdoesrvlife@gmail.com so that I can put a picture up, because that really means a lot to me. And so that leaves me to my writing update. As you guys know, I am working on a new book, How Being a Nomad. I think he's just becoming a camera hog. He's like, if I don't get to be in the camera often enough, Mom, I'm just going to get in your face. Anyway, I'm working on a new book. I'm going to put you down for a minute, buddy. You go on. You're good. You go on. Called How Being a Nomad Saved My Life. And if you've bought any of my books, be sure again to email me at deborahdoesrvlife@gmail.com. And I am working on that book. Now, I will tell you something exciting about this. The co-author on that book will be Angelique Geron, my writing partner. And we just outlined the book all the way through to the last chapter. And the last chapter, you guys, ends with a huge surprise. I'm really excited about this. And so it's gonna be really fun. The only thing is now I have to do the butt time and do the actual writing because we're really trying to get that out for Cyber Monday, which is November 30th, right after Thanksgiving. And I'm traveling and not and getting sick, or not sick. I got TBI symptomatic, and so I think my writing partner is beginning to panic. But we still meet weekly, and I still send her what I do right, and I think we're still on track. So with that, I want to just say something after. Let me catch up with the. Oh, that's sweet of you, Robert. He says awesome progress on the new book. Yes, I've written 3 chapters, and we just finished the complete outline for the rest. And she's pulling it all together, so that's just really really fun, and I'm just really excited. And we have someone that has joined us, Tom Brown. Thank you for being here. uh Chantel News says, I'm waiting on my latest order. I'm all excited. Chantel, have you ordered something I'm supposed to be sending you? If I have forgotten something, please email me and let me know so that I can get it to you. I don't want to be the cog in the wheel on anything anybody's waiting on. I try to use things like Teespring and Amazon for my books, and retail outlets like that, because with my brain injuries, it just often doesn't go well for me to mail things. And so I try to use those outlets. But if anybody is waiting on anything from me and you haven't received it, please give me a heads up. I don't mind sending it again and you getting 2 or 3 of them. I just want to make sure that you get it. So please let me know. And let's see. Kathy Decree says, get a pouch, like a kangaroo pouch or like those baby pouches, and put BANDIT on the front of that. I actually tried that when I first got him, because I was going to be able to, I was trying to find something to where when I went places that he needed to go in with me, whether it was the pet store, the vet, or whatever, that I could do instead of just a carrier. The problem is, since he was a bait dog and they wrapped him, the best guess that the vets have is they wrapped him in a Kevlar jacket and dropped him down in the pit for him to get attacked, and then they would pull him out. That any kind of wrapping, even when he's just now getting to where he lets me dry him with a towel without him growling. He lets me now wipe him with a wet rag when he gets dusty. I'm so proud of him. But and he let me put that little poncho thing that he wore on the last Friday Night Live. It has one Velcro thing, and so he let me do that. But I can't even put jackets or coats on him or anything. So so I don't think that would work. I tried it. He wouldn't let me get him in one. So but Robert says he'd have a backache traveling around, carrying BANDIT around like that. Oh, and good. Chantel says she's waiting on Teespring. Good deal. I can't wait to see the picture. Chantel, yay! And let me see if I've missed anything else. I'm sure I have. And when I miss something, I'm sorry. I don't mean to. And oh, Carol is telling Robert that it was nice to see him on CRVL. He was the cameraman for a special that they did, and so that was quite fun. And Beach Bum Boss is asking for people to give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. I have 125 of you on here and 77 thumbs up, and it really does help. So let me go on to the next thing. That was the writing update. Okay, so the next thing is, as you guys know, I have written my last book, let me put it that way, was a Pigeon Story. And I wrote it with Angelique Giron. And my writing partner, you can find her at writeforhealing.com. Robert's cousin, Corinne, did the artwork on it, on the cover. And of course, then the fabulous Robert Witham was the editor and publisher. And Robert, if you don't know, we'll come back to that. Some things I want to tell you about that. But here's the thing that I want you to know right now. I'm about to ask you a question. And oops, I didn't mean to put that away. I'm putting the wrong things away. I am going to ask you a question. And the first person that can answer it, I can take that down because I'm going to hold this up. The first person that can answer it in the comments, with the correct answer, and so mod, y'all, if people tie or something, y'all have to help me with that. But the first person that can answer this question correctly, I will mail you a signed copy of A Pigeon Story, my latest book. Now, if you already have it, if you already have a signed copy or you already have an ebook or something and you want me to mail it to you and gift it to somebody else, all you'll have to do is let me know and I'll sign it to them. So here's the question. I need a drum roll. Where's my drum roll? I have a drum roll. Here, you ready? Here's the question. How many books have I written? Published. I should say published. How many books have I published? That's the correct question. So the first person that can answer that will get an email me. If you win, we'll announce who wins here in a minute. And I will send you a signed copy. Oh, Ramblin' Rome! I saw Ramblin' Rome first, and then Maitilda McIntyre. You guys, that y'all are so good. Look, y'all know. That's sweet. The number is 3. I have written, this was my last one, A Pigeon Story. And you guys, I'm going to be mailing it out to all the book club people. And I'm hoping somebody will feature it. Anyway, that's my last one, A Pigeon Story. And then before that, I don't know how to do this with the camera, was The Journey Begins. And it's all about some nomads, real life stories out here on the road. And my very first one that we wrote while I was recovering from my brain injury and was part of my recovery was Kaleidoscope 9. And it is a collection of 9 unrelated short stories. And I get that it's a little bit thin, but I was recovering from my brain surgery. And so I'm very proud of it. I'm proud of all 3 of them. And it looked like to me, unless somebody disputes it, that there was a tie. Now I lost it. There was a tie between Ramblin' Rome and Maitilda McIntyre. So if you two will please email me, debradoesrvlife@gmail.com, and give me your mailing address and who you want me to sign it to, I will send that to you too. And so there we go. Burning Up the Roads, and some people guessed 5. Robert is actually the author of 5 books. And in fact, we're coming up on Where is Robert segment. And so let me get this pigeon story down from there. So before I show you this week's Where is Robert segment, let me catch up and see where we're at. Thank you all for all the guesses. That was awesomeness. Thank you. And Joan J says, I have all 3. Thank you, Joan. And Ramblin' Rome, you didn't say 5. You said, I see 3. Am I just like seeing it wrong? Oh, Ramblin' Rome, you did say 5. So Maitilda McIntyre, Ramblin', you're just, I can't wait to see you. You're just so honest. Thank you. I need better glasses, obviously. That was so sweet of you. It was 3. And Anne says she just got here. Welcome, Anne. So I want to tell you something about Robert before I share this week's Where's Robert segment. And thank you all that have joined me. I have 117 on here tonight, and that's such fun to have such a Friday night party. I just love it. That's why I call it Friday Night Live, because it's just fun. And what I want you to know about Robert is he's the one that has 5 books. He has online courses, Nomad Lifestyle 101, that is a kind of like a live, growing, organic course that you sign up for, and it's a nominal fee. Robert, put your fees for the course over in the chat comments, please, so that people know I'm not fibbing, that it is very economical. And he also does payment plans, and that's a lifetime fee, and he keeps it updated as things change in the industry, as things change that you need to know. He keeps that updated. He puts videos on there, and he does one-on-one mentoring through that Nomad Lifestyle 101 course. So he has 5 books. He has the course online, and he does Meanderings magazine. And of course, I didn't grab a Meanderings magazine. And he's got a new issue of that coming out. He just finished up the formatting on it and everything. And so I'm just really proud of him. And I'm proud that he is my boyfriend. And I am looking forward to seeing him soon. And I will show you when I get caught up here on my other side, I will show you the Where is Robert segment. But I was telling you guys about Lollapalooza coming up at Cedar Hill State Park 22nd through 25th, and Miss Lola is in the house. That is Lost on Land again. Can't wait to see you, Lola. And oh, and there you go. You can go to meanderingmagazine.com to see that magazine. And after the Where is Robert segment, I'm going to tell you a surprise about Robert. So y'all hang on, enjoy this is a short 3 minutes, and it's a very special Where's Robert segment.
So, where's Robert this week? Unfortunately, I'm not with Debra. Kind of sad about that, but that will come again soon. I'm in southern Nevada, not too far from where Debra just left to head to Texas. Yeah, it's a little cooler than when she was here, but it is still miserably hot. Nobody should be in the Mojave Desert in this kind of weather. Usually it is cooled down by this time of year, well into October. It is not this year, but everywhere I've been this year has been hotter than normal. So for the time that I was there, so that has been a challenge all year long. But basically temperatures have been in the mid 90s here, 93, 94, maybe 95, I don't know, which is just miserable when you're parked out in the desert in a van. So I've got tarps rigged all around and everything, and that helps keep the inside temperature not too much above outside, but it's still been like 99 in the van every day, so not fun. Looking forward to cooling down. It's supposed to only get up to 88 today. We'll see if that happens, and then by like another week or so it should be getting to more tolerable weather. So I'm here for work. That's the only reason I'm here, or else I would be with Debra in Texas. So anyway, that's that. I did do a little trip up to a little spot I found last year or so that I really enjoy. I've got the drone up, and this is going to be coming in a full video on my new channel I'm doing that I just launched. It's called Meanderings, and it's just all my travel and scenery videos. So I'm sure Debra will post a link to that if you want to check that out after the live chat, of course, and subscribe. But anyways, that's Meanderings, and this video will be going on there. It'll be queued up after everything else gets. But here's a clip from it. Thought you might enjoy seeing the scenery here. So that's where I'm at, and hopefully a few more weeks I'll be back with Debra for Friday Night Live. We'll not have to do these Where's Robert segments anymore. All right, thanks everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Friday Night Live.
Isn't that beautiful? I get teary-eyed, not only because I think Robert's scenery videos that he has put on his new channel, Meanderings, on YouTube. And Robert, please put up the link to your new Meanderings channel. So Robert has now Meanderings, which shows the scenery videos like he just shared with you, and he has kept his Robert Witham YouTube channel as well, which is Nomad News. And if you haven't seen his new format of the Nomad News, it's really short clips, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes, and he covers everything that Nomads needs to know that's happening in the news around the world and that affects us. And you can't get that one-stop shop anywhere else. And so he saw that need and chose to fill that niche, but he didn't want to give up his artistry and his creativity. And so I suggested to him to just start a new channel. And so I think he's got 9 videos on there so far, and he's putting up like one a day because he's rolling them over. And if you enjoyed that, and if you enjoy the Where's Robert segments, I can't encourage you strongly enough to please go help him out, because it's a new channel and it's not monetized or anything because it's new, and YouTube and Google won't even recognize it if it doesn't start growing. So please go over there and subscribe, and then like each one of the videos and leave him a comment and let him know that you're there, because otherwise he doesn't know. And I'm just so proud. All the work he does, plus my tech advisor, plus taking care of me. And when I've been down, he's been editing my videos for me. I still shoot them and I number them and I put them in an organization of how I see them in my head in a video, but it's been Robert that has been putting all that together in the last 2 or 3 videos for me. And he does freelance work and is employed, and so that's just crazy good and crazy a lot of work to do. And I just wanted to give him a shout out. And yes, I know I'm prejudiced, but he deserves it too. And also, I kind of teared up because I was reading the comments while that was playing. And, in this day and age of divisiveness and the COVID cray crap and everything that we've got going on, I see you guys helping each other and talking to each other and lifting each other up and saying positive things to each other. And I just, and that's why I love Friday Night Live, and I enjoy coming here and being with you guys. And I just want to say thank you for being you, and thank you for taking time from your time and coming here. And if you're watching this later and joining in, be sure that you hit that live chat button so that you can see those comments and see what everybody's saying as it's playing, because I just have the most awesome viewers in the world. So that was really wonderful. Thank you, Robert, for the taking time out of your busy schedule to add yet another thing, and that is make those Where's Robert clips for me. I appreciate it. So let's talk about my. I think sometimes there's a song, my Vida Loca. I don't know if anybody knows that song or not, but my Vida Loca. Sometimes I think that they should say my Vida RV Life. Because it is my Vida Loca RV Life is what I think it should say. Maybe I ought to figure out how to do that and put that up there. So I see people are saying that they subscribe. David Merling says he just subscribed to Robert's new channel. That's good. Make sure you're subscribed to Robert Witham for the Nomad News, and Meanderings for his beautiful scenery, and just, you can't find that anywhere. You can't find either one of those channels anywhere else. And so I'm so proud of him, and thank you all that have said you've joined up. That really means a lot to me, and I know it does to him too. And let's see, Renee is in Minnesota. All right, Renee. And I love you too. Thank you so much. And Kathy Decree has subscribed. So thank you guys. All right, so let's talk about my RV life, because lordy. Okay, I used to have a nephew. I do have a nephew. His name is Barney. I didn't used to have a nephew, But when he was a toddler, like 2 years old, I mean, and he's grown and he's got grandkids now. But he was little and he'd go, Lordy, 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 Lordy. And nobody ever knew where he got that. And he would just go around saying it all the time. And, you know, he had his little saggy diaper on. He's going, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. It was just the most precious. Anyway, I said that just now, and I haven't said that. I don't know when. But okay, so y'all saw this video where Robert and I were together, and I just really, 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 I can't tell you how much I appreciated that man driving 2,300 miles in pretty much 2 days, and to be with me for only 2 days, 2.5 by the time he went west and I went east. But we really only had 2 days together, because he was going to come to Texas with me, and he was going to go with me to my father's grave and to the house where I was born and the house where my father was killed. And that happened when I was 10 months old. And I've never been to the grave, and I've never seen the house in person. And Robert wanted to see all of my relatives and everything because we're back together. And it was just going to be a vacation time. And we've both been grieving that we didn't get to do that together. But he got a call for a job, and in these COVID times, you know, a job, you don't turn down a job when it comes up. Somebody calls and says they have work for you, you know, and you're a freelancer, you say yes sir or yes ma'am, and you go. And I appreciate Robert's work ethic. But if you haven't seen that video of where we got to be together for a couple of days, go check it out. And I forgot to say in that video, I say that I shared a tip that our waitress gave us because we went and had Mexican food, and you guys, I paid for that for a day and a half. I felt so bad. Robert drove all that way, and then we went and had this wonderful meal, and that was thank you to my cousin Cindy that did a super chat tip for us to go out on a date, and we really appreciated that. And I ate food I shouldn't have, but it was so good. But I didn't know that if honey and somebody said even sugar counters really hot salsa. And I'm from Texas, y'all. Hot stuff usually doesn't bother me, but that salsa at the restaurant, and you'll have to watch the video, but that salsa at that restaurant where we went had both of us just our tears were just rolling down our face. And so in the video you see me pouring honey on a chip and eating it, and that's why. And the waitress said that, and it really really helped, and it just neutralized it. So I was like, oh man, that was really smart. Hey Jacqueline, I see that you just joined us, and everybody's talking about the temperatures, and I don't blame you. It's so good to see everybody on here and chit-chatting with each other. So that is one thing in my crazy RV life. We got to spend 2 days together. I stayed in Albuquerque 5 nights. I think 3 or 4 nights longer than I was going to. One, because the temperatures were so hot, and then two, because Robert drove like mad so that I could meet him there. And then the next video that's coming up, you guys, this one will be up on, let's see, Friday, Saturday. This one will be up on Sunday. And Cindy and Mike, that's the earrings y'all gave me. It matches my South Padre Island shirt perfectly. I love it. But anyway, that is coming up on Sunday, and it's about my trip here to Texas. I'm already in Texas, and you guys, so much happened. I couldn't find a place to pull over, and I finally did, and I cooked at this park, and I show you that. I almost hit a wild boar, and you get to see that. I ran over a wild boar, not hit it, but almost ran over a wild boar. And anyway, that's going to be a fun video that's coming up. And in that not fancy free, Freebird drove beautifully. I will tell you the AC isn't blowing cold in the cabin, but fortunately it's getting that time of year that I know Tom will look at that when I get back and we'll get that fixed. It's still blowing and it's blowing air. It's just not cold. And so I was driving with the window down, and when I go up hills, she's so old that I turned the AC off to give the engine more boost power, and I'd been rolling down the window, and the window broke. And Mike and Cindy, y'all need to be sure to listen to this. And the window broke, and I barely got it rolled back up one time. And then today, coming into the state park, I rolled the window down because I forgot, and it rolled down just perfectly. Then it had trouble rolling back up. But I was like, oh my God, I got to put something on that handle. So I quit using it. But it rolled down just perfectly. So I don't know if it's broken or if it's the user. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. And then here's the deal. So I got to Texas, and I got here to Cedar Hill State Park, and I'm going to show you some great pictures of that. But the traffic getting here, in the drive, I did, it cost me. Hi, buddy. You want to come up? You want to come up? Oh goodness, him's coming up to say hi. And it cost me, and I didn't even do the interstates. I went 2 hours out of my way, you guys, to avoid the interstates, and it was still bumper to bumper traffic. And I never even got close to the Metroplex. I went way south and up and around and came back up. And it put me in bed for 3 days. This is my first day that I'm just now recovering. But I'm going to tell you about the mistake I made. That was just, it's just a horrendous mistake that I should never, ever, ever have made. And I can't believe I did it. But I want to catch up on before I keep going with that. And I show you some cute pictures of where I'm at. I want to see what all y'all are saying over here. Because I miss out. If I'm talking to the camera, I can't see what y'all are saying. Let's see. People are saying congrats to Robert for the work, and yes, it's very important. Somebody's having snow. Oh my gosh! And Megan says that they had their first freeze in Michigan. And I guess Kathleen had snow from what I can tell. I'm missing some. And oh, Pat in the Hat is saying it's definitely fall in Iowa. Fall is Robert's favorite season, and he didn't get to experience that this year. And Kathy Decree says she doesn't want to tease everybody, but it's 52. I have my windows open and everything right now. It is a beautiful evening where I am, and after spending 120-degree temperatures and not being able to get out after like 7 in the morning and not being able to get out till 11 at night, I'm not apologizing for it at all. I'm loving every minute of it, and especially now that I'm out of bed again. Kathleen Klein says, don't run over them, but do take them out. They are a menace. But this one literally took up half the road. It's a 2-lane road, and it took up an entire lane. Hitting one of those things, I mean, short of an 18-wheeler, you're not going to come out of that unaffected. And so nobody should. What are you doing, and why? Why do you have to be right there? You have to be over here to the side so I can talk and see. Nope, you can't get in front of me. No. Talk to them. You want to talk to somebody, you talk to them. There. Will that work? You're silly. No, he wants in front of my face. I don't know why. My sweet cousin is saying, need more thumbs up, 162 watching with, actually, if you refresh, Michael, there's 124 thumbs up, but you have to refresh to get there. Okay, so now I want to show y'all some cute pictures. I just had to catch up on what I was missing on the comments. Wrong one. I'm in Bandit update. Hang on. Okay, there. So I have had to change campsites. And I'm laughing at some of the comments I'll share with you in a moment. So that was my first campsite. Isn't it beautiful? And then and that's going to be a video coming up about why I had to change campsites. And I had to change campsites today. And there was a problem with not me and not Cedar Hill State Park, but the people that were in the campsite that I had to change to, and they finally got out, and I was still setting up camp like at like 3 or 4, and then had to get ready for the live chat. But this is where I am now. Isn't that beautiful? So I just wanted to share, and then I'm going to go back to the other place. I'll do a video on why I had to change campsites. It's too long to get into now, but it's a good video, and it's something you need to learn, and that may help you. And so I'm going to do a video on it. But I'm enjoying it very much, and then I'm going to tell you about my big mistake. But so I'm really happy to be here, and I'm happy to finally be feeling better, because the drive did me in and the traffic did me in. But it wasn't just the drive and the traffic. How much time? Okay, I want to make sure I don't go over. Oops, I got to get rid of my RV life. Okay, you guys, I made a big, big, big mistake. So, and I told my patrons about it, but a friend of mine called and was asking me about my miracle drug. And I don't know if it's a miracle drug. It just works really well, and it has been very helpful for me. And it is Aricept. And while they were asking me about it, okay, and here's the other thing. So I haven't been able to get I haven't been able to get out of bed. I haven't been able to walk without my walking stick. I haven't been able to get up until like 12 or 1 o'clock in the day. My stuttering had gotten real bad. The vacant stares and losing time had gotten real bad. I've not been able to drive. That's why my friend, the Dan Van, is going to take me to see a friend that I really want to and need to. And she's on here tonight. Go see on Monday. And, well, one, I can't do this traffic. I just, you need to know, if you are in the DFW area, I will not be back, at least by myself. It will not ever happen again. I'm not putting myself through that. But the big mistake that I made, and I can't believe this, is when I was telling my friend about the Aricept and the dosage and everything that I use, at least, and what I know about it, I realized I couldn't remember the last time I had taken it. I mean, who has a medical miracle drug and then they forget to take it? I mean, I get that I have a brain injury, but you take it the same time every day, and they recommend it at night. And so I had always taken it when I get ready for bed at night and do my routine. Well, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I've been staying in mechanic car lots and going to Vegas for a mechanic and just, it's all been a blessing, because it got Freebird ready and I got to travel. But I haven't had a routine for a long time, and you guys, I can't remember the last time that I took my medicine. I couldn't remember. So I called Robert and I called David, my trustee. And what we've done now is I have an alarm set up on my phone. Reminders don't work. The pill boxes don't work. Done all that. The reminders go away. But an alarm, just like you set to wake up in the mornings, you have to turn it off. And I don't allow myself to turn that off until I've taken my pill. I can hit snooze if for some reason I'm not near my pill box. But I don't turn that thing off until I've taken my pill. And so this is my fourth day, third night, fourth day to be taking the pill. Taking the pill. That's, I should clarify for anybody just tuning in. Aricept, it's originally prescribed for Alzheimer's or dementia, but it helps. They're doing it experimentally more and more for people with some forms of brain injury. And it has really helped me. And so today was the first day I was able to get up this morning. And it's the first day that I haven't used my walking stick. And it's the first day that I remembered to feed myself. And, there's a reason why a lot of people with brain injuries are in assisted living. It's for the quiet and for the care, and people help you remember such things. So I'm blessed with a tribe and people that love me, that help me keep my independence. But yeah, that was really, 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 really bad. I was going away again, you guys, and kept thinking that maybe it was the stress of all the mechanical issues, and and the stress of traveling, but it didn't feel like it was the stress of traveling because that felt good. And then I got to be with Robert, and I was still declining, and it's because I wasn't taking my meds. And so I just wanted to share that because I've had a lot of people that have written me and that have said that they could tell that I was declining and asking me what was wrong. And I think that's it because I'm feeling better today. So I just wanted to share that. That's a lot more than I meant to say. And I'm going to give a great bandit update here in a minute. But I want to catch up on the comments. So let me come over here and see what we got going on if I can catch up. Um, uh, let's see. Oh, Robert, you're so sweet. He says that you need to get a big external monitor for me. Well, that would be great. As long as I can handle it. You know how I am with new things. But you know me, so if you think I can handle it, that's great. Let's see. I think I'm so far behind I can't catch up. I'm sorry. I don't. I think I'm too far behind. Let's see. Do Drop In has joined us and says hi everybody, and y'all are saying that my campsites are pretty. Both of them are, and I'm going back to the other one. Because well, you have to watch the video that's coming up about why I had to change camps, and I think that's what I'm going to call it. They made me change camps, and you'll see why it's too much to go into tonight. Let's see. Um, let's see. Y'all are just talking to each other so much. I just love that. Oh, Anne says that she hopes the alarm system works for me because it's pretty scary. It is. It's yeah, it is scary, but I think the alarm thing will work for me, and in fact, it may go off here in, in a little bit if I don't hurry up and get off of the live chat. If it does, I'll just hit snooze, so that because I've learned to not hit stop until I take my pills. So, and Jackie says hi, Jackie. By the way, I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. That I'd not taken my Aricept. Yes, I'm glad my friend called to ask for their friend about my medicine, because I really, to this day, I can't remember the last time I took it. I have no clue. Don't have a clue. So let's see. So uh, uh, Susan Jack says she wanted to go to Lollapalooza but hates driving through big metro cities. See, that's the thing. Cedar Hill State Park and Lollapalooza is south of the Metroplex. And so I was coming in from the west, right? So it's backwards on y'all's screen. But I was coming in from the west, and pretend my head, I don't know how else to do this. Pretend my head is the DFW Metroplex. So okay, I'll come in from this way. So I came in and I went way down and around and came up. No, the other side came up. I can't do that. Anyway, I came in, went around, and I came up, and I came in. Let's see, I came in. I'm getting myself all confused. Let me start over. Let me do one hand at a time. So I came in, okay, and I didn't even get close. I didn't even get close to interstates, and I went way down and around, and I came up. See, now I'm in the wrong place. Now I came up, and then you can come over, and Cedar Hill State Park's about right here. I never got close to the Metroplex. I mean, you get kind of close. I mean, you're here, and my head's the Metroplex. But I went all the way around, and it still fried me. And when I show you that video that's coming up, I think it's coming up either Tuesday or Sunday. I just told you, and I can't remember. But you'll see, and I was just shocked. So I won't be doing it by coming back to the Metroplex anymore by myself. Not anywhere near it. So my Texas friends and family need to know that. Okay, let's talk about something fun. Bandit update. He has been so good to me. when I've been feeling down, not feeling down, when I've been down and haven't been able to get up. I mean, there were some days that I would try to sit up, and the RV felt like a boat, like it was just like a boat, and I was gonna fall out of bed, and I was holding on to the bed like I was gonna fall out. And he has been so darling. And here's a screenshot of this is the video I was making the video. There's two things you need to know about this screenshot. I was making the video telling you guys about forgetting my Aricept and everything, and about the traffic. And Bandit, look how he's looking at me. But then the other thing is, see the headset, my earbuds. I don't know why I had earbuds in. I wasn't listening to anything. I guess, and that was back before I started taking my Aricept, and I wore those earbuds all day, and I don't remember why I ever put them in, and I wasn't using them. And I filmed that whole video with those earbuds. And I don't know why, but my little darling Bandit was looking at me. And then here, look, you guys. So I'm probably gonna get beat up a little bit for this, and I understand if I do. I get it, but I forgot to feed him one morning. And so when I remembered, he's like honing in, man. He's like, where's my food? And so I thought that picture was adorable. And then when we were traveling, let me get this off so you can see his little. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Hold on. There. So when we're traveling now, and I stop at a stoplight, or I pull in somewhere like at the gas station or something, he's learned to stand up on his seat and look out the window. And I just think that's so adorable. He does that same pose every single time. Left leg on the seat, right leg dangling, and his back arched and his tail out. And it just cracks me up. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Let's see, I've lost my place. Oh, and then one more. And so since we've been here, he has been, this is at that first place underneath the trees. All these leaves were falling on him and on his bed and everything. And he didn't care. He's all like, I love this place, Mom. I'm just going to sit right here, and we're just going to chill, and the leaves are just going to fall. And then, let's see, I think that's it. Was that it? Yeah, that's it. And so I wanted to share those pictures of him over this week because he's just been so stinking adorable. And Gina says Ernie reminds her to feed him all the time. And Glorious Life on Wheels says Bandit Chair has come a long way since you first brought him home. Yes, nobody could touch him. I couldn't touch him. He attacked me and bit me all the time. He put holes in my shoes from attacking me because I'd try to get away, and I'd put my feet out, and he would put holes in my shoes. And he just he doesn't do any of that anymore. And I'm so proud of him. And and so I just anyway, Jackie says he's such a cutie. Brenda says, can you set an alarm to feed Bandit? I could, but the problem with setting too many alarms, in TBI land, traumatic brain injury, it's called flooding. And you can't use the same tool or same signal too many times, because then literally I will get confused what the signals mean. And so that's a kind of a danger. But I'll figure out something, and plus I'm going to share something with you here in a little bit that you'll like, and that will help. And let's see. And I think I'm caught up. All right, so let me come back over here and see where I was. That was the Bandit update. Oh, viewer questions. All right, so let me make sure I'm caught up on comments. If I'm not, mods, y'all let me know if I missed something that I need to address. And and Anne says maybe a checklist on the front of your fridge or somewhere where you can see it easily. I'll tell you something that I even used to do. I used to have a magnet that said yes, and then you turn it no, yes, no, and so now I forget how it worked, but it would, yes meant you'd fed them, Oh, you turned it to no after you fed them so that you know you needed to feed them the next time. So like if I feed him in the morning, I turn it to no, which means he needs to be fed in the, I don't remember how that doesn't make sense to me anymore. I don't know. Anyway, that's just the thing. I get confused and haven't found anything. Trust me, I've tried tons of notes, whiteboards, chalkboards, sticky notes, calendars, reminders. It's just after a while my brain gets confused and they don't work anymore. But I will I will remember. I'll figure something out because that really broke my heart that he missed a breakfast. He didn't miss a day of food. He just missed his brekkie, but I don't want to ever do that to him again. So now let's do viewer questions. I think I'm all caught up. And let's see. All right, so viewer questions. So this one is from Vickie Drane, and she says, "Why do you not travel with Robert?" And this one is from Sarah Jackson, who says, "That was so sweet of Robert to make that trip, and I look so happy. And it must have been Robert making me happy. And why don't we travel together sometimes?" And so I want to address that tonight. And thank you both for asking. I had a lot of great viewer questions this time, and it was hard to. Oops. Hey, I don't know if y'all can hear that. Hang on. Can y'all hear that? That's my alarm. So I'm going to touch it. Oh no, when I touched it, it went off. But Robert's on here. He'll help me remember. Robert, when I touched it to try to open it to make so I could hit snooze, it turned it off, and I didn't mean to turn it off. So that was for my medicine. So Robert will help me remember later. No worries, y'all. He's on here and he's on it. Y'all, Robert, let him know you'll help me remember because I don't want anybody worrying because I just got through sharing about how that works and it didn't work this time, and I don't know what I did to make it not work. I'm sorry. So Robert and I, for those who don't know and who might be new to my channel, Robert and I used to be a couple, and we used to travel together, and we used to even have a channel called To Meander. And we are going to keep our individual channels, but we are going to start traveling together again. And it's when I get back to Nevada, which will be next month. And we are a couple again. And we hope, both of us hope, that even when he gets calls for jobs and everything, that the travel time will be, there will be enough of the travel time that I will be able to go with him from now on, and that he won't have to do these like 1,000 miles in an hour, which I'm just being silly, but that can accommodate where I can go with him, and we're going to work on that and try to be together. And so I won't be traveling alone anymore, and that will fix a lot of this. Not that Robert needs to be taking care of me or anything like that. I need to still do all that I do to take care of myself. But I just want you guys to know that that will help a lot of this, and I'm not going to be traveling alone anymore once I get um, back out to Nevada. So I hope that answered Vickie Drane's and Sarah Jackson's questions. And the reason that we haven't been traveling together now is because I was getting a home base set up, and I then got the RV thanks to Gina and Jeff, and wanted to make sure that she was road ready and that the mechanics gave her 2 thumbs up before I hit the road. And in the meantime, Robert was getting calls for jobs and going to see his family in between those calls for jobs. And we were 2 ships passing in the night, which we still literally are. But hopefully that will change next month. So, and I just see that Lauri R sent me a super chat tip, as did Joan J on PayPal. Thank you both. I really appreciate that. And Joan calls Robert Mega Mile Robert. He has been, but he's been slowing down a lot too. And I haven't seen him on here in a little bit. I hope he's okay. He might have gotten called to go do filming or something, you guys. So, oh, there he is. And Gina Bean's like Smokey and the Bandit. So it looks like a couple of people had to sign off, and I missed saying goodbye, and I'm sorry for that. And they're saying glad you made it to Texas, and thank you for that. And I just want to say that also, if you are in the DFW area and you want to come by Cedar Hill State Park, I would love to see you. And again, I'll be wearing a mask and I'll be doing the social distancing. But please email me first, deborahdoesrvlife@gmail.com. Don't just show up at my door, and because I don't know how I'm going to be feeling, and I don't know what I have going on, and I'm having to be very careful because my priority has to be able to be safe to drive. And so if I want to see people, I want to see everybody, but I need you to email me before you come over, and we'll try to work something out. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that doesn't sound too crass, or it's just I've got to be really careful these days, and especially since I'm coming off of such a bad episode where I couldn't even get out of bed for 3 days. So anyway, just email me if you will, and my mods will put up my email again. And that leads me in talking about me and Robert, and we'll close for the night. But I've got a huge weekly spotlight that I want to share with you. So here's the weekly spotlight. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything over here in the comments. Um, so, uh, Robert's saying something worked really well. He says we did. No, no, walkie talkies. I am hitting the wrong thing. Um, Robert's so sweet. He says he's sort of invested in making sure Deborah's rested enough to drive back to Nevada. That's so sweet, hun. Thank you. I love that. And Anne says not crass at all. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I kind of lost track of what I was going to say over there. But let me do the weekly spotlight because it's so fun. So y'all know that the movie Nomadland is coming out. And Robert and I, our date night after the last Friday Night Live, while he was with me, we went out to eat the next night. But the Friday after Friday Night Live, we got to watch the virtual premiere. Anybody involved in the movie got to go to the actual premiere or got to do virtual premieres. And so we did that. And if you don't know about the movie, it is Chloe Zhao is the director, and she is up for Best Director already for an Academy Award. Frances McDormand is already an Academy Award winning actress. She was in Fargo and a whole bunch of stuff, and she's the lead actress in it. And one of my favorite actors, David Strathairn, he's in it. I have loved him and followed him since he was in Sneakers with Sidney Poitier and Robert Redford. My friend Linda May, I have done a couple of videos with her, and been out at her place, and she is Frances's character's name in this movie is Fern, and Linda May plays herself and is Fern's best friend in the movie. Charlene Swanky, another Nomad, is in the movie, and folks, she is up for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. The Academy will narrow that down to 3, 4, 5 names that will be read at the actual awards ceremony, but she's in the running for that. And of course, Bob Wells is in it and has a big part, and my friend Suzanne Carlson is in it and has a big part. There's many Nomads in it. And you can see me in a couple of the scenes in the background, but I'd have to be sitting there with you and go, oh, look, that's me back there, because I don't think otherwise you could tell. But here's the big thing, you guys. Let me get rid of this. And so here's the big, oops, I'm hitting the wrong thing. I'm so excited. Here's the big thing. I just keep hitting the wrong thing. There we go. So in the credits, you guys, of Nomadland, the movie, Robert and I are listed. We're sitting there, we're watching the movie, and at the end of the movie, we couldn't believe it. We're like, there was our name in lights for, so our 3 seconds of glory. But it's such fun. And the movie will be coming out December 4th. Let's see, it's Nomadland, and it'll be coming out December 4th. And I don't know how they're going to do that with the, with the virus cray stuff. I don't know how that's going to work, but if you watch the movie, be sure and watch all the way through to the credits, and you'll see our names in there. How fun is that? I mean, who would have ever thought something like that would happen? And so that was our date night, and then we saw that, and they had it screen protected, of course, where you couldn't do a screenshot or anything. And but so we'll definitely be buying the video and everything since our names are on there. Like I said, as are a lot of other nomads, and it was fun to see our friends and everything. So I just had to share that with you guys. We've been on here a little bit longer tonight than usual. As always, I want to tell you, I'm going to look at the comments and see what I've missed. But I just, no matter what you've got going on, and I know so many people have a lot going on, just keep on keeping on. And thank you all for sharing your Friday night with me. Now that I'm feeling better, I was so excited to be able to do this live stream and connect with everybody. So I'm just really, really happy that you're here with me. I got 160 thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do, because that will help me too. I want my channel to grow. My friends all just passed me right up, and most of them I even helped them set up their channel and showed them how to do YouTube and everything, and they passed me right up. And so if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And if you haven't shared any of my videos, please do, because that will help my channel grow. So anyway, thank you all for the fun comments. Christine says, please take my medicine. I promise you I will. And when we hang up, Robert will help me remember. And anyway, I think that's it for tonight. And I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. It really made my night, made my week. And I appreciate you. And we'll see you down the road. Bye, everybody.